Even the small city next to me now is bringing in eco rules for cars. Just announced 2 days ago that Torrevieja is joining the eco crew and stopping diesels from city centres. That's even more of a blow and more of a reason why I need to get rid of the two that I do have and start getting onto petrols. Just putting that shroud on at the bottom. It's just the tiniest little screw, easiest of little jobs, and probably the most pointless screw I'm probably going to do today. It's took the longest. Can't wait to get a lift. The Audi is outside and not on the driveway. That can only mean one thing. Finished? Maybe. Ah. It's up for sale. Let's see if anyone bites on it and we get rid with English plates, because it ain't getting imported anymore. Let's see how today goes, because we've said this before. Final finishing touches. And it's all gone horribly wrong, as you've seen in my previous videos. And it's delayed 2-3 weeks. Well, 2-3 weeks have passed and we are here. And it's done. Kinda. You'll see what's been finished, what hasn't been finished, and what's going to be advertised as unfinished to potential buyers. Because cars have got to go. These diesel cars are a waste of time and a waste of money. Not making enough on them. So Audi A6, try and get short, make a little money on it. I'm not going to quite make the $2,500 I'm going to make on the BM, so I'm going to have to drop that a little bit and get what I want for that. But I need to go, because my local city to me, the local closest city, Torrevieja, which is 10-15 minutes that way, has just introduced a new eco system that's going to be starting by the end of this year, which means diesels won't be allowed in the very center of the town. Now, for 9 times out of 10 people, that's not going to matter, because they probably won't go in there. But psychologically, it's going to make everybody go, well, I'm not going to buy a diesel that I can't get into the city center with. Compound that to Madrid, Barcelona, Valencia, who have already got it imposed. Alicante, which is, I think, imposed. People are thinking, oh, well, this car's not going to be able to be driven in a couple of years' time when they change the rules again, which is totally possible, especially the way the Spanish do business. So I'm going to get some tyres on this, try and fix the AC in this video, and get it cleaned up, ready for, hopefully, first viewing today. Stick with me. Let's see how we go. We have got the final pieces of the puzzle happening today on this Audi A6. We have got to eventually get the bumper on, which means tackling the AC condenser, which arrived yesterday. We have to reroute the hose that broke once we've got the condenser in, so we know what sort of angle we're playing at. I also have the new cable, which I've already plugged in. I'm not going to unplug, but I need to splice to the car into the loom, so hopefully that'll fix the problem which we had with the auxiliary pump, which has been replaced, however still had issues. And I noticed that there was a couple of bits of frayed wiring right next to the plug socket, so we're going to get that in. I also need to look at the rear number plate lights, which I bought and still don't seem to be working, so there must be an issue somewhere else there within the boot, maybe a wiring problem or something, so we're gonna have to look into that. A basic rebuild. So here we have an H11, the correct one. 2 rear number plate lights, which, like I say, don't seem to be working when I tried that yesterday. But we have got the condenser, so let's get this out, check to make sure it's correct, and hopefully crack on. Old and damaged one. I'm hoping, actually, is another thing, I do have some fixtures, however I haven't opened this up yet to check. Right, there's the new one. It's got 2 bolts. Yes! Happy days. Let's just make sure the rest of it matches now. We have a perfect match as well. Good old Ridex. It's basically, I think, reverse manufactured stuff made by Autodoc. Don't quote me on that because I haven't read up about it, but it's the cheapest things online, but it's made by Autodoc. On some of them it says that, so I'm assuming it's all like a Autodoc company, so you pay a fraction of the cost. I used to be Febby Bilstein for like a lot of my stuff. I do for the X5 cars I'm keeping, tend to stick to them. Stuff I'm selling, I've never had an issue with it yet, like, and the cost can be dramatically derived what looks to be in one piece. Right, let's get fitting this. Wifey, more boxes for you. Okay, these are about the way. See if I managed to not kick those over this time. Yeah, they all line up good. I'm gonna need a ratchet. That was relatively straightforward. Let's hope the rest of it does. Right, I'm gonna move these out of the way. They should be going up like that, I think. It goes onto there. I hate Audi VAG. It's nice to see it comes compressed air inside, so it stays clean. It's gonna have to be completely put through the ringer when I take to the garage to get the AC sorted, make sure there's no leaks. What is going on here? That's strange. Doesn't seem to want to go through here. Do you know what? It's probably not. That's probably just a transport one. That's annoying. They are quite similar to the headlight ones, which I don't know if I've got. I best go check. I have a tub, which I keep vague stuff. You know, you never know when you might need like a switch for a window, for example. Now, in amongst here, I have various nuts and bolts. If I'm not mistaken, these could do the business. Oh, yeah. They will definitely do the business. Oh yeah, cooking with gas. Cooking with gas. That's why I don't chuck shit away. Hope those washers, all right, rubber washers. Find out when it goes. There's one in. Right, this one's a little bit more tricky to get to, and probably going to be kicking myself for not putting it on before. No, we're not in the right place. Where are you? Come here. Yeah, freaking piece of shit. So you go that away, and then you go up like that. There we go. Bung out. That went in so nice. Yeah, bugger. Right, we should be able to send this now, I think. So that's in. I just need to make sure this is in the right place now, and then I can reattach the top end of it. Sensors on, top one, bottom. So you get these shrouds, or whatever they are, on here. Wrench, 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 wrench. It's just putting that shroud on at the bottom. It's just the tiniest little screw, easiest of little jobs, and probably the most pointless screw I'm probably going to do today. It's took the longest. Can't wait to get a lift. Right, shrouds, that's on. Need to tighten that one. Right, the final part is making sure now that this one is lined up how it's supposed to be, because the minute it's moved from where I did have it, it's moved quite a lot from where I originally had it actually. I think it needs to be turned over on itself, which it does. That probably needs to go up through here, watching the brake lines. Of course it's not in good shape, and then it needs twisting inwards to new home like that. And then this goes up like that, and you go in like that. There we go. Right, let's get this in now. Let's take that cap out. I've already put a new filter in. Got you. Looking at buying a Husky trolley. It's actually in an auction. I was highest bidder, someone else is bidding me up. I'm not sure if I'm just going to hang fire actually, but I could do one here, to be honest, just having everything there, but that's why everything's just spread out everywhere else. Current bid on it, I think, is 90 for the bottom trolley, 45 for the top, which I didn't think was too bad. However, you can get stuff online brand new. Right, so now it's here, there, up there, around there. Okay, so we've got new AC dryer, new AC line, new AC compressor. I have connected everything up, tightened all the bolts, fitted it all. New intercooler. I need to reattach this horn bracket and then, oh shiza, nearly lost one. Right, let's get the light in, get the bumper on, and then we can attack the potential electrical issues I've got with the rear number plate light. I still need to get that spliced in down there. I'll show you actually. I bought a pack instead of buying individual, so I bought this new with a socket on, and I just need to splice them into the original down there. So I'll get that done now, and then when I've got the light on, bumper on, bonnet down, finito. This was a great little purchase. I've used this so many times. Parkside, I think I paid like a tenner for it. So I'll crimp them down with that. Quickly look at the picture, make sure I know which way round these are going to have to go, because I do not remember, and they're obviously different colours. One thing I don't like is electrics. It's fiddly, annoying, whether it be house, car, anything. Not so much the scare of it, it's just bloody fiddly little jobs you gotta do. That's not in. This is not gonna be fun, this. Crimping tool's so big, I need something a bit smaller. Like so, I've actually had to, just 'cause it's so fiddly, melt the, whatever they're called. I'm not even sure what they're called. But I've melted it first, and now I'm going to crimp it afterwards, just so it holds it in place, so I can get the freaking huge crimping tools in, nip it up. This is not easy. Come on. Yeah. Okay, they're all good. I'm just going to give it another little bit more heat, just to make sure they're completely fused. And the proof is in the pudding, they say. Let's move this stuff out of the way. $7.50. AliExpress or Temu, not bad. Especially when you're paying like 70 quid and you're like trucking it around a lot and you're like, whoa, bloody hell, worry not to break it. Although they would be, I'm sure, quite strong. Right, let's get this engine started and see if we've got a working pump first, I suppose. A key would help. Just got to get it up the temperature a bit, because from what I've read, the auxiliary pump, it's to cool parts like turbo and stuff after you switch off. So we'll see. Might as well get Carly on it while it's running. 1, 2, 3 issues found. 8 issues found. I'd say a lot of these are going to be lights though, because there is multiple lights out. Up to 10 now. 15. And right, engine, driver door, passenger door, park assist. Right, okay, engine. Let's give this a clear, see what happens. Repeat the check, and you know what? I'm not feeling confident that it's going to have got rid of that auxiliary coolant pump. I'm gonna have to do more research into this, because I've done everything I think I need to do to it. It's just annoying. It's still there. Don't know what else to suggest. Anyone, any ideas what it could be? It's definitely working, because I can feel it. So my fix is fixed. I need proper diagnostics tool. That's what I need, because it may not even be connected to that. Right, let's build. What do I need to do first? Bumper, connect all one Audi A6 light. A bit of a pain to get in this one. Let's get you in. Offer up the bumper with its new grills in. Friend from UK was over, dropped them off, picked them up, stuck them in his golf bag. So they haven't been on since I bought the car. Right. Potent sensors on this side, 2 fog lights. Let's go and get H11 into new home. There we go. Reach, no. Ooh, this parking sensor's had a burn mark on it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. What the fuck? When did that happen? Was that related to when I had the problem? Motherfuckers. I just can't catch a break with this. I might be able to get saved with some tape, but I doubt it. Motherfucker. 2 out of 5 casualties, 2 out of 6 casualties. If we can rescue these. Let's see if that works. I suppose I'm gonna have to turn the engine on, aren't I? Bugger. Should just be front fogs and rear. Right. Sorry, I was picking up the bumper being so close to the floor. Let's put it on loosely. Check again, I suppose, actually. Let's build. There we go. That's got it, no problem. There we go. Good. Good. Right then. Bumper is on. Took a little longer this job than I thought, thanks to the AC issues. It's cost me a bit more than I thought, thanks to the AC issues. I ended up getting tyres, which I wasn't going to do, but I think it's best. Bodywork had problems going on, mainly my own. Putting my knee in the bloody clear coat and I pretty much go back to the beginning. It's not the best job I've ever done. Far from it. It's a good motorway miler though. Check this. It shouldn't have any problems with lights now, apart from the rear, which we're going to have a look at, which is a bit of a pain actually, because I know it wasn't much money that I've wasted, but I have wasted money still. Getting some new ones. Can't get that code off, so I'm going to have to read more into that. Apparently there's no issues, but that's not the case. Ignition's on as well. Ignition wasn't fully on. I can hear it beeping at me, which means the lights that aren't working. But I know that. I haven't got to the bottom of it yet. Could be a fuse, I suppose. It could be ridiculous if it is. There we go. Apparently there's no issues again. That's gonna have to be engine on then. Because it's lit up like a freaking Christmas tree in here. Let's do this little clean. It's not too bad, but makes a difference. Easy. Little things, Well, I'm having problems with Carly. It's not seemed to want to connect for me. Fuck's sake, man. So this car is nearly done. However, I am having that issue with the light being on. So I'm gonna have to look more into that. That's something that's, well, for import purposes, it wouldn't import. But the plan is not to import it. The plan is to keep it as a English car and sell it to someone who wants to go back to the UK and needs something to drive back. It's a big old lump of a car. It's a lot of money for the car because I'm only going to want like 3 grand for it just to get off my hands, basically. But I'd ideally like to get this light off. Why are all those lights on, man? Did I not clear them? We are getting the tyres replaced in the rear of this Audi. 2 new ones, and then the good one from the back to go on the spare, because that is absolutely, I've never seen a tyre so bad in my life, to be honest. And then he's going to check the balancing on the front left, because there's that noise that could probably be bearings, to be honest. It probably is bearings, but we're going to be down here for a while because he seems to be jumping onto another car when mine's like up and wheel off. And there's a bolt missing out one of them, but you can't tell that because Audis have got like those covers on them, so you can't see. So whether he's got a spare, I don't know. Hopefully he does. I'll just pay for it. I don't care. Saves me on the order for one from Amazon and wait a bit, especially when I've got a viewing today. So we wait for Audrey to be done. 2 rear wheels with only 4 bolts on each. I was never to know unless I took that cap off. First time it's been off since I've owned the car, so it's not good. It's not been loved, this car, at all. It's not as if it's the locking nut either, it's just one of the bolts. So he's getting this second tyre done now, switching that tyre onto the spare, because if you remember, I mentioned how that rear right tyre has some serious cracking on the inside, so that can't be used again. Although just for a spare doesn't really matter. So, but the other one's a little better for at least getting it up to a better standard than what it was. It's done. Unfortunately, the I've checked the balancing on the front left, and it's absolutely spot on, which is annoying. And it's the vibrations more when you turn right, and you can still feel it when you go straight. There's no movement in the wheel. The hub isn't getting hot. Is it bearing? There's been an impact on that corner. Is the drive shaft slightly bent? All these things could potentially be. I'm just going to make the buyer aware that there's a vibration noise coming from the front left, and that he's buying it knowing that. It's not a complete project. It's a offload. Was never the plan to buy this. I do like it. The seats are amazing on the wing backs. Just have to get it AC'd up. Hope that's worth it and it doesn't just leak and end up with no AC and it's a waste of money. But let's keep his fingers crossed on that, and then keep his fingers crossed on the guy that comes later on and he actually buys it. Just want it gone. I need everything gone. I need the BMW gone as well. It's about time that I'm going to have to just suck it up and realise I'm not going to make my £2,000 margin on it. So it's going to have to be sold. I don't know. I'm still holding out for the 79 on one website and 200 on another. We'll see. So AC compressor needs replacing on that, so it's just gonna have to be advised to whoever buys it, because I need to offload all my cars. It's getting within 4 weeks now of moving to a new house with a new workshop, so the BM's gonna have to get reduced as well. It doesn't look too bad. It's gonna be a bargain for somebody, to be honest. I've got up to 3.5. I'll take anything in the 2s, just so one less car to worry about. It's been a bit of a learning curve, that one, definitely has. And yeah, paintwork did not come out well. The colour match has been pretty poor. However, on this side, the colour match is better, whereas on the front right corner, it's just not. And it's come from the UK, so it's not been in the sun that much, so the fade shouldn't be as bad. However, the fade obviously is as bad because, well, unless the paint was lighter than what it should have been, which I think is potentially right, or I haven't mixed it, but I did definitely mix it right. But anyway, let's just hope I can get rid of this to this guy that comes. First person in is always the most important. You feel like that's the one that you can like hook in and get it sold for the best price. So we'll see what happens with that and I'll let you know.